Asia has been undergoing considerable growth and playing a more significant role in the world economy. However, on the other side, a variety of environmental and social issues are also arising. The key to eliminating these problems and achieving world peace lies in the youth that will lead the next generation. The AEON 1% Club has held many exchange activities in order to promote and improve friendship between Asian countries. One of those activities is Asia Youth Leaders Program. Asia Youth Leaders is a program where high school and university students who are future leaders from 6 Asian countries come together to discuss and propose to the host city government effective solutions to environmental and social issues. Through multilateral exchange, they learn from diversity of values, make lots of friends, and deepen the relationships between countries. Begun in 2010, the program has been held in many countries with varying themes such as biodiversity, water and economy, and air pollution. In 2015, a total of 117 high school and university students from 6 Asian countries came together in Tianjin, China. The theme for this event was waste management. The high school students considered the issue from a citizen perspective. Meanwhile, the university students took a government perspective. Through lectures, inspection, and team discussions, the participants learned diversity of value and developed proposals to improve and solve the current issues on waste management, which they then presented to the local government. On August 16th, the high school and university students from each country met each other for the first time. They split into teams and started off with self-introductions. Next, each team elected a leader and sub-leader who would play their roles in uniting the group. The elected leaders and sub-leaders would help in bringing their team members together during the week of activities and coordinating team discussions as well as the final presentation. A reception was also held in order to welcome the students. Many guests of honor, including the Vice Mayor of Tianjin and representatives from the embassies of the participating countries in China, made time for the reception to meet and give words of encouragement to the students coming from their home countries.
I believe that this is a great path, as it is our youth who will shape the world's future.
And then, the high school and university students of Tianjin, as representatives of the host country, sang local songs and performed Chinese traditional musical instruments in order to welcome the participating members from the other 5 countries who traveled far.
And my expectation for this program, I think that I can make many friends and as well as to spread Chinese culture to many different countries. And before that, I just want to give some environmental ideas about China.
Hoping to exchange our background and different cultures with some high school students from 6 different countries, and I'm sure that everyone's very talented and very intelligent, so we can do. We can find a very good way to.
First day of the program, the students were able to exchange views with their new companions and had an enjoyable time together. One of the objectives of the program is to have the students understand diversity of values. Many ice-breaking activities were held to help them remember their team members' faces and understand one another. First was a Tai Chi experience. They split into their teams and received the instructions. Each team then took turns showing their moves. This was their first step towards strengthening their teamwork. Next, the students learned to make Chinese dumplings. And together, they enjoyed eating the hot and delicious dumplings. After getting to know more about each other, they began to work on the other objective of the program, which was to work towards a solution for Tianjin's waste management problems, with high school students representing the perspective of the citizens and university students representing the perspective of the government. First, in order to deepen their understanding of Tianjin's waste problems, the participants attended lectures from experts in different fields. After each lecture, the students raised many questions to gain more knowledge of the issue. The first lecture was about China's domestic waste separation system.
So I want to ask, how do you recycle electronic component? And the other one is, how do you dispose any substance that contain it?
The second was about policies of Tianjin City regarding its waste problems.
My question is, I have heard about landfill mining technology that probably could be implemented. We could find some more valuable waste in landfill site, and probably we could do recycle and something like that. So what your opinion about landfill mining technology, is it possible to be implemented in China, especially in Tianjin?
The third was a lecture about activities meant to expand environmentally friendly technology to corporations.
How to deal with it. So,
well, I'm a little bit confused. So those companies, maybe they have to use maybe hundreds of employees to manage the waste. Isn't it a waste of human resources? Maybe they can just put the waste to another intermediate company with some professional trained workers who can maybe manage or separate waste.
Having gained knowledge of waste management issues, the participants split into high school and university students, and they went out to conduct observations and surveys from each perspective. Let's look first at the high school student group. The high school students went to a local shopping center to survey ordinary local people about their waste separation. Next, they went to inspect a new model of waste separation in the Sino-Singapore Tianjin Eco City. Afterwards, they visited a waste incineration plant.
那么我们肩负着天津市近1/4的市区垃圾的处理任务。
There, they were able to see how tons of waste was being treated. Through these activities, the high school students became more aware of waste issues. Meanwhile, the university student group visited a landfill where garbage is being buried underground. There, they learned how waste is treated. Next, the university students visited the waste incineration plant. With a growing interest in waste issues, the university students went out on the streets to hear the voices of Tianjin citizens.
第二个问题是，就是您经常会，假如在餐馆吃饭的话，剩下很多您会打包吗？
当然是打包，每次吃饭都吃了都是。
Having learned about how Tianjin is currently dealing with its waste, visited waste-related facilities, and surveyed the citizens, our students have prepared well for the following discussion. Let's have a look at High School Team C. They are discussing how they can help give a longer life to items that are no longer needed with the implementation of a flea market.
For example, Now you have mentioned like message board, we can include it in the free market, because like we write some information about the market.
I think about the market is it will only happen like a weekly event or a monthly event, right?
Yeah.
But we have to make one real life campaign that is like a long term.
It's every day.
Every day, so people can practice it continuously, not only like for a week or a month. So it will not end this one day.
Say about collecting points.
Yeah, it's a long-term solution.
Long term and can be done every day. So we need to think an easy way of collecting points. Something easy to do and
Meanwhile, the University Team K is exploring the idea of the government providing subsidies to companies in order to promote recycling.
So they're very excited to have these. If these, for example, a company like Eon who actually sells these bottles could work together with TIDA, then the government will let them give recycling box, and they'll allow them to have a recycling box in their shop. These companies will also get subsidized by the government, and because people come to throw away the bottle to their shop, they might also buy things, but they won't have these boxes in their shop. Did you get it?
I think I get your system. It's very good. But the question is, if you reduce the tax for the company, right? And also you provide the money to the people who donate something like this.
We decide the price of the trash tax, and then how much we can reduce by using these things.
So we have to think about the funds.
So we're gonna.
The government got the money to reduce the tax and also provide the money for the people.
Yeah.
If everyone do it, like 2 million people do it the same thing, the government won't have money.
But the government is trying to get rid of the garbage problem in the first place, so I think they have to pay a certain amount of money. They have to pay. The government has to pay. But this might not be. It might be very difficult to run in countries like Japan, but in the country like China, because the government is very strong, I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, he did say that they're going to get tax from the factory.
Yeah, but they reduce the tax. He wants to reduce the tax.
But what I think
the
is
government money is from the tax themselves, right? If they reduce the tax, then government have less money. And also the government have to provide money for the people who want to donate the bottle.
Okay, does the trash tax actually exist?
The panel of judges for the presentations included a member of the Tianjin municipal government, an environmental studies expert, and a university professor from Thailand, teachers from a university and a high school in Tianjin, as well as a representative from a private corporation. Each team's presentation would be evaluated from a variety of perspectives. There were 6 high school teams and 5 university teams. Each team would give their presentation within about 10 minutes. First, the high school students' presentations. Team A suggested giving stickers to those who practice the 3 R's and waste separation, and holding an exhibition of new eco-products. Team D proposed ideas of writing 3R songs to make it easy to remember, and teaching kids to classify garbage. Team E suggested setting up an official media account of Eco Tianjin to spread the knowledge of waste management. Next, the university students took the stage for their presentations. Team G proposed education on waste separation and the introduction of a fee for a food waste plastic bag to reduce food waste.
So, do you think the policy you have suggested is easy to be applied in other provinces in China?
We do hope that this program can be used in all parts of China, in every city. But we have to say that there are really differences between each city. So maybe if we really want to apply this program, we need to do some more research.
Team H suggested that each town have one recycling center, and the media be more active in spreading 3R concepts to raise people's awareness of environmental issues. Among many ideas that Team I proposed, most notable was the idea of minimizing the use of resources and sharing what is available in the local communities to educate them about environmental preservation. Having listened to the presentations, the judges reviewed each presentation in order to judge and rank each one. The award ceremony was held right after the results were finalized. Many guests of honor participated, including members of the Tianjin government. Firstly, the head of the panel of judges gave general comments about all the presentations.
In these presentations, the main problems of waste management have been addressed, and many key factors have been taken into consideration. And all the students performed at high level in terms of research, analysis, explanation, and summary.
Finally, the results were announced. Now, who won the prestigious first prize in the high school section?
The first prize winner of high school program for Asia is
The high school team that shone as number one was Team A. Their projects of distributing 3R's stickers and holding a public exhibition for the children to display their new eco products were evaluated as very practical. Through these projects, the youth could practice the 3R's, as well as raise awareness and call other people to action. Next was the announcement for the university students. Now, who of the university section earned the prestigious first prize?
And finally, our first prize winner of the University Student Program of Asia.
The spectacular winner of first place was Team I. Team I had proposed minimizing the use of resources and sharing what is available in the local communities. The judges highly valued the ideas, as they encouraged each community to stand together with the government to solve the issues. The winners, Team A and Team I, submitted their campaign and policy proposals to the Tianjin municipal government. Lasting for 8 days, the Asia Youth Leaders Program came to the last event, the farewell party. It was time to say goodbye. However, to all the participants, it was not an end, but a beginning of a new future. As an expression of gratitude towards the hospitality of Tianjin students and government during the event, and in return for the welcome performance given by the host country China, the students from the other 5 participating countries performed traditional dances, which were greatly enjoyed by everybody. We, the Eon 1% Club Foundation, earnestly hope that through this program, these young people who will lead the future generation were able to learn about the cultures of other countries and expand their circles of friends to include people from other nations, which will in turn help bring peace to Asia.